Yo, what's going on YouTube? All you savvy watch collectors, man, and people that just like watching the channel, man. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome back. All right, so today I am going to be talking about a watch that I received in 2022. But before we get into that, this watch actually, looking up some of the research, doing some of the research on this watch, looking up the history and past, literally took me down this other path. And of course, if you into watches, some of you guys may like hearing about the history of watches as a whole. And man, there are a lot of watch companies, right, that's out there that's like screaming for your attention. They're putting all of their best stuff in your face. Prices are all over the place, man. But this one that I'm gonna be talking about today will hit you a little different because, of course, the design is a little different than what I'm used to. However, the price, that's what's most important to some people. Some people, they like, hey man, I go and drop 30 grand. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, let's go ahead and get some of this intro in. I'm gonna flip the camera around, man, and then we're gonna get into this timepiece.
Hey, let's go.
All right, family, what we got here is the Ballast box. All right, so see the packaging right here, and then let's go ahead and unbox this, which I've had it on already. I did not charge the watch for the sake of the video, so I can show you guys what we're working with. And of course, pretty decent packaging. Put that off to the side, and it's an official wooden box, man. Official wooden box. And with that ballast done in metallic silver. And there she is, the Valiant. This is the Valiant gauge. Of course, you have the cushion. You have the warranty card, which is hard plastic. The Ballast logo. And let's dig into the watch. And as you can see here, this gold tone, which is, man, it's brushed. And then you see how it hits with the polished sides of the actual fixed bezel. But this is the most interesting part about this watch. Now, that's a sapphire crystal, right? And then you have this canister style crown guard, which, let's unscrew that thing there. And that just exposed the actual crown, which is a little smaller. It does have to fit in there, so you see fits right in there, it's snug. And you have this little pivoting system, which has 10 atmospheres, which that equates to about 330 feet that you can go swimming in this thing. Now, the crown itself is a push-pull, and it operates this system. Now, for those that are looking like, how in the world do you tell time on this thing? And the only reason it's moving now is because I just, of course, I've been moving around a little bit. That is the seconds right there, the small seconds, which is on the front. And of course, this is, I imagine that the company is, like the history of Ballast, when I found out, is it's highly submarine themed, created, telling the stories of pirates. This and watch right here, I'd imagine that, inside the submarine, which I've never been in, the gauges of old would possibly look like this. And I will do some more, I'll do some digging on that to see if that's true. If one of the gauges in the submarine is similar to that. So let me just break the way you tell the time on this thing. Now, I will say you do need some fingernails because you see, let me pull it up close. You have to put your fingernail right up underneath that, pull it out. If you don't have, if you're a nail biter, whoo, you're in trouble. So I have this pulled out to the last position, the third position, and I want you to pay attention to as I'm turning this thing. So let's say it's 6 o'clock. You see how that lines up right there? That red mark shows that it's 6, let's say 6:30. So you have a red mark here, you have the mark here, the arrow points straight up, and you are, hold up, officially at 6:30 p.m. or a.m., whatever the case is. You don't have a date indicator on there, so it is a little bit forgiving right there. But once you have that set, 6:30, you push the crown back in, you give it a spin, and your second hand gets to going. Now, this watch has about a 38-hour power reserve, so like if you don't charge it up for a day and a half, you good. Like you can set it down for at least a day and a half. Now, here's some of the other features. That's that. Look at that up close, that brush finishing on it. And that gold. It almost gives off like this bronze feature to it. And you see that, man, it's not a lot of distortion in it. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, it's not a whole lot of distortion. Flat crystal. But overall, I mean, it's a pretty dope watch, man. Now, show you the buckle. Actually has the Ballast engraved right there on the buckle. And then you have the Ballast inside this silicone strap. Very comfortable. This it is 47 millimeters. It's like 14.5 millimeters thick. So it wears pretty big watch. Has a lot of presence. But this is what I like about it right there. You see how they have that Ballast stamped. I believe that's on the inner part of that sapphire crystal. But then let's get a closer look at the rotor. So take a look at that rotor, which is designed. It has the Ballast stamped on the rotor, which is black, automatic, and it tells you the jewels right there. There's 21 jewels on this in this piece right here. As you can see the heartbeat of it, and then you see all the little literature on the back. 100 meters, water resistance, and that is the model number of this timepiece. Now, up close and personal, let me tell you this. I've been collecting watches for a nice amount of time, right? And I don't consider myself to be like this serious collector, man, even though I do like adding certain pieces to my collection. So this is what it will look like on your wrist. Just let this soak in a little bit. And you have the comfort in there. For me, because it's cold outside, I've worn this watch a few times because I don't like a lot of bracelet on my wrist during the cold because I stay in a colder climate. I just like the fit and feel of it. And then, you know, I'm still looking at some of the features. You can see straight through that. I mean, again, this thing is inspired by ships, submarines, and things of that nature. I don't know the culture of the fan base. You know, I'm learning. I will dive into it some more the more I find out about this watch and the company, which there are, so there's an online presence. There's a few people that's actually reviewed these type of watches. But what is it, does it fit into your lifestyle, right? So the thing is, who are you as a watch collector? Who are you as just somebody that buys watches that likes time or just like different? This piece right here is definitely different than anything that I have in my collection, right? Just based off of the aesthetics. I mean, just look at it. The watch, man, is crazy, man. It's just that the whole gauge theme, and it's not hard to tell the time on. It's not hard to set, and it's inexpensive. I'm leaving a link down below that will send you straight to Amazon, which I'm an affiliate of. If you go through that link, you can do as much shopping as you want. You don't have to just stop at this watch. Now, I don't believe it's on Prime, so you may have to pay for, or you will have to pay for shipping or whatever the criteria is. You can look at it. If you choose to get something else, feel free. I would like to know what you're looking for. But for those people that have tuned in and they say, hey, you know, I really don't know what I like to collect, this may be something nice to get to add to your collection. You know, sort of steampunkish style. It is definitely a great watch, and I give a shout out. This was actually a gift that came in, man, and I just appreciate, you know, from one watch collector to another. People just love collecting watches, and they love to see other people be exposed to different types of watches in different companies. With all the companies out there, I can show you a list of companies right now that are satisfying the people that can afford them, right? And some of them status, some people just love the history, the heritage of the watch. Wherever you fall, whatever category you fall in, if you're just one of those that, hey, I only make $40,000 to $50,000 a year, I can't afford to buy a $6,000 to $10,000 watch. This is under $200, and I will continue to bring you watches that's under a certain price point that is phenomenal. So watch check. So this right here is an anti-gravity. 1 year ago this month, this watch came in a mystery box. I didn't know what it would look like, and guess what's coming? Another mystery box. This is a thing. I guess it's gonna be the thing for January. Wang Liang is the founder and engineer of Aragon watches, and I have one coming. Right? There's one coming. Don't know what it looked like. I just know the descriptions of it. I have no idea. And I hope I'm not disappointed. I wasn't disappointed with this one. But stay tuned. We're going to get into the details. We're going to have an Aragon day. But as far as the watch that we featured today, dive into it. Look at it, man. Check it out. Take it for a test drive. I will drop some shorts of this watch. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions, please leave those questions down there in the comment section, man. And again, thank you guys for participating. Thank you guys for being a part of this watch family, this whole culture of watches, man, this lifestyle. All right? So until the next lightning strike, family, y'all be blessed.